We're speaking with Karen, one of the two daughters in the Quintero family. So Karen, I understand you created problems when you came along in 1978.
Yeah, so prior to my birth, my parents both still worked at Hughes Printing, and they tell us that in order to provide daycare for my sister, because they didn't have family in town, my mom went to second shift, my dad worked first shift, and then they would just switch in the parking lot. They would just trade off kids, Kathy, my sister, in the parking lot. But then when I came along, obviously it's more money. You have more children mean more money. My father, I ended up finding a job in New Jersey through a friend of theirs from Hughes Printing, and he worked in Randolph, New Jersey at Westinghouse for 12 years once I was born.
And what was his position?
He was a welder, I believe. He was a welder. He went there to be a welder, and he carpooled with his friends, so it was a little easier for him driving back and forth. But my mom was able to stay home with me and Kathy when we were little, which was great.
Is that right, Nora?
Yes.
You daycare for your daughters?
Yes.
Anybody else?
Sometimes I used to take care of the kids in Spanish.
So
That's why I started having like a daycare in my house. Eventually I got the real daycare with the license. The same year.
So when my brother was born in 1980, my mom, obviously 3 kids now, you definitely want to be home. It's more money. And even though my dad was still at Westinghouse, she wanted to be able to provide as well. So she opened a daycare in our home with the license, and it was my dad rebuilt the basement with a kitchen and bathroom, and so it could be up to code for daycares. And she was licensed in the county, and many of the Latino children in the community came to her. She was like a grandma. They called her Doña Nora. We're still very close to them today. She babysat their kids, and she babysits now their children. So she's babysitting the second generation of that wave that came in. She was a godmother to many of them, and we still have a relationship with many of the Latino families that she babysat.
Sounds wonderful.
Yeah.
Thank you.